What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reviewing and breaking down The Flash Season 7 Episode 3. But before we get started, make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment down below any other video ideas for me. So the episode starts out with Cisco and the rest of Team Flash, that being Frost and Allegra, realizing that Barry has his emotions again and that he is no longer evil, or like I would call him like Thinker Barry, because he was really similar to the Thinker. So then that's just them realizing that he is no longer like that. Then we see the effects on Iris from the Mirrorverse. She was kind of just like, I don't know, just lying down and staring at the ceiling. It was almost like she was, I don't know, catatonic or something like that. We also see Barry regretting what he did in the previous episode. Then Barry said he quote-unquote isn't Thawne, and he can't use the artificial speed force ever again, obviously because of what it did to him in the last episode. Then we get a look at what's going on at CCPD, and we see Sue Dearborn appear for the first time since Season 6. We knew this would happen in this episode, as because I think it was in the synopsis for this episode. Yeah, so that's how we know that she was going to appear this episode. Then we see how Eva's plan is unfolding, her creating mirror duplicates of thousands of people and invading Central City. Then Team Flash shuts down Star Labs, so then Eva can't attack them from inside of the building. But then it looks like Eva might have actually gotten to Barry, because it looks like she captured him too, as we see him get thrown into McCulloch Technologies. Then we see Barry talk with Eva, and Eva reveals her plan to Barry. That was a pretty good scene. But then after that, something very interesting happens. The original Wells somehow teleports right into Star Labs and tells Barry that he isn't Nash, but his name is Dr. Harrison Wells. Then we know he actually is the original Harrison Wells. So then we learn about how this original Wells was created, so he actually knows about Nash and all of the other Wells dying. So he says that because Nash died, that means he is the only Wells that could live, basically because of Nash's multiversal particles, something along those lines. Wells also says that he wants to help Barry with the fight against Eva. So then the rest of Team Flash meets him, and then he himself says that he is the original Wells, so that was a pretty good scene. Then we actually get a look at Ralph, but his face got burned, so we couldn't see his actual face. That was a bit surprising to actually see Ralph return. So yeah, seeing Ralph was really unexpected, obviously because the actor that played him did get fired. Then we see Barry wake Iris up as she is sparked with a small bolt of lightning, just like we saw in Season 1 and in the Season 7 trailer. Then we figure out that there is Speed Force energy inside of Iris, and then they realize that they can use the artificial Speed Force to channel that energy and give Barry his speed back once again. Then we see Eva control her invasion, as we see Cecile and Joe in danger from it. So then Barry and Team Flash attempt to use the artificial speed force with Iris's energy to get Barry his speed back, and then we get a pretty cool scene of Barry's memories of love as they use Iris's energy to get Barry his speed back, and it ends up working, so Barry becomes the Flash once again. Then Barry starts saving the city with his new speed. The city is still being overrun as we see Cecile become a mirror duplicate as well as thousands of other people. Then Cisco doesn't exactly get his powers back, but he uses a device that gives him the same type of power that he used to have. So that was a pretty cool scene, seeing Cisco almost with his powers back. Then we see Eva make multiple mirror duplicates of herself as Barry, Cisco, and Frost take them on. It was a pretty cool fight scene, to be honest. Then we actually see Barry use an awesome new power, or skill I should really say. We actually haven't exactly seen him do this. He sort of creates like a lightning tornado and throws bolts of lightning out of it. It was really cool to see. So then Eva tries to kill Iris, but then we see that Iris also has a mirror power. I had that possibility in the back of my mind, but I really didn't think they would actually end up going through with it. It was kind of cool to see Iris with powers for a little bit. Then Iris is able to talk Eva out of destroying the city somehow. Also, Eva gives herself the nickname Mirror Monarch. I thought that was actually pretty interesting. So Eva, with the help of Barry and Iris, is able to put an end to her rampage, as we also see that she brings everyone back from the Mirrorverse. So then Eva herself decides to go back to the Mirrorverse, as she is a mirror duplicate after all. So then OG Wells actually leaves, a little weird for only being back for one episode. I really thought that he might stay a little longer, but he says that he's going to go spend time with his late wife, that being Tess Morgan, of course. He says he's going to live the 4 years he had with her over and over and over again, but I really thought that OG Wells might stay a little longer. But with that being said, The Flash's showrunner Eric Wallace did say that Tom Cavanaugh had a lot more to do in the season, so hopefully that's maybe Reverse Flash related, or maybe even another Wells ends up appearing. But then finally at the end, we see that the speed energy used from Iris to get Barry's speed back created somewhat of a lightning storm. This is actually crazy because this could be creating Godspeed, as obviously that's how he was created in the comics with a lightning storm, or it could be related to Reverse Flash, as maybe this could be like how he gets his another body, something like that. But all in all, it was a really cool scene at the end, but I wish we still got a little bit more. But whoever this cliffhanger leads to, it will probably be related to an evil speedster. Now, I would definitely say that this is more likely to be a Godspeed cliffhanger instead of a Reverse Flash cliffhanger, because it wasn't just like one lightning bolt that was created. It was like multiple lightning bolts flashing into different directions. So this could actually be the Godspeed storyline from the comics. What happens in the Godspeed storyline? A bunch of speedsters are created from a lightning storm, and then Godspeed basically steals all their speed. That's really what he does as a speedster, or an evil speedster, I should say. He steals other speedsters' speed, so it looks like they could be doing somewhat of a real comic book accurate Godspeed storyline on the show. But yeah, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your thoughts on the episode tonight. What'd you guys think of it? I thought it was pretty good, especially that ending scene. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.